Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It's July 12th, 2024. It's so early, I'm tired. But it was just a wild night last night after seeing a disastrous press conference from Joe Biden. And if you guys didn't get to see it because you were at work or something, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that we went over last night on the show, Conservative Viewpoint last night. And Philip, how you doing? Good morning. Uh, it was horrible night for him. I tried to write a list down and I actually threw it away and then I took it out of the garbage this morning and said, I'm doing it this morning because some people did not get to see anything. And it's so, oh my God. This, I think, believe it, it was a make it or break it night for him. And I believe the Democrats were looking, everyone was watching, the donors and everything. So I'm going to go over a few things that I actually was able to write down. Not as fast as what his screw ups were. So let me get my tablet froze for some reason. I don't know. It might come back. But we're going to start off with the lies about prices of gas and inflation and everything he said has been coming down. Well, that was a lie. Inflation has been going up every month and it's up 3.4% right now. When it was at 1.9, I believe it was when Trump took over. He said he inherited a bad economy. That was not true. It was at 1.9 or 1.7, something like that. But it was 1 point something when he took over, even though COVID was around. It was still only at 1.97, something like that. But it is 3.4 right now. That was a lie. Prices have not gone down. Prices are going up. And he said on groceries and everything. Well, it's not. He doesn't have a clue of what the prices are and what we pay for this stuff. He also said that Trump's going to put a tariff on the American people and it's going to cost us from buying products from overseas in other countries. Well, that's a lie. He said he was going to put a tariff on China, which he should. They're making a profit off of us, and that needs to stop. And he stopped most of it when he was in office. And he said it's going to cost us more in taxes, like $2,000 to $2,400 more a month in taxes per family. A lie. Oh, and then you got to remember when he called Vice President Harris Trump. He called him Vice President Trump. He picked him for vice president. Wow. Now this is just what I could write down. I could have missed some stuff, but I'm not even done yet. I got 3 pages. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I got some videos for you to see. So we're going to show you some of his blunders, you will. What else did he get? Oh, his creepy whispers. Those creepy whispers. 10 of them. I counted 10 creepy whispers. Well, and then you notice he started getting mumbly, and that's when things went south. Remember yesterday, I think it was, or this morning earlier, he called President Zelensky of Ukraine Putin. Oh yeah, when he was introducing to him, and I didn't get that video. I forgot to download that one, but we did have it on last night's show where he called him. I'm introducing President Putin of Ukraine. Oh my. Okay, but that gives us into MSNBC, and I made a minute 6. This went on for like 18 minutes for MSNBC, and I'm going to let you watch this now because of this, because they think it's normal, and they're covering for him. But you got to listen to Rachel Maddow and them just for a minute and listen to what they said and calling last night normal. If you watched any of it, you know differently. So take a look at this.
You noted that there were some moments of, startlingly impressive command of the issues. This is just my opinion. He is not only strong on foreign policy, he is just fundamentally right on foreign policy in the way that he talks about it. And again, your mileage may vary. That is how I feel about the way he talks about our relationship with our allies.
Yeah, I mean, I think in some ways this was a classic Biden. Foreign policy is his bailiwick. He was, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. As he mentioned, this is his strong point. It gave President Biden an opportunity to be normal. A lot of this struck me as just very normal. And he got really passionate about more children being killed by a bullet than any place on earth in the United States of America. So he showed some passion there. I think, the gaffes and mixing up names, I think for people who've been observing Joe Biden for a really long time, that's actually just normal Biden. Like, he does mix up names. Was known for gaffes. This is the joke that was always about Joe Biden, is that he's the gaffe guy. So I don't know that that is necessarily going to harm him in some special way.
Are you kidding me? They're a joke. Who's the joke? MSNBC is the joke. This is not a joke. It's not funny that this man has dementia. His foreign policies are failures. They've always been failures. If his foreign policies were so great, we would not have these wars. Under Trump, no wars. He stopped them. You had your brief scrubs, little fights here and there. Not a war like what was going on now. We have wars all over the place. And then she mentions about where's it at? About his showing passion. He showed passion over guns and kids being killed. This is not passion. This is dementia. Take a look at this.
We're sitting around. This is where Kamala's so good as well. We're sitting around. More children are killed by a bullet than any other cause of death. The United States of America. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing?
Another lie. Cause of death for children, accidental death or abortion. That's the abortion we put in last night, but according to the CDC, it's accidental deaths. And there's another one right after that. I can't remember. I had Brendan on last night, and he read it right off the CDC website. And that was the main cause of death. And we said, and some of my viewers said abortion, which they are right. Let's see, let's get into more, because I want you guys to hear all this. He kept losing train of thought every time he turned around. And you could tell when he loses his train of thought because he says, anyways. So he can't remember what he's going to say. And I told you about the 10 whispers. And he said that Harris was qualified to be president. She's not qualified to run a lemonade stand. She was a bad DEI hire. And that's got to stop. What else we got here? Oh, and he's saying that he said a few days ago, after his debate debacle, that he needed to start sleeping better, more, and getting more rest. He's no good after 8 o'clock. The reporter asked him last night about that, and he said, I did not say that. That's exactly what he said. He needs to start getting rest. He needs to start pacing himself. What president, if you're going to be, you cannot pace yourself as president of the United States. He is not a president that cannot keep up with what's going on in this world. And he should not be there. Of course, he was trying to turn everything around to be on Trump, like they said he was going to do before this happened. And also, he's talking about the border. And if you guys heard any of this, the border, he's saying the numbers are lower than when Trump left office. That's a lie. You're getting 10,000 people a day at these borders. Trump had 17,000 a month. Big lie. So it shows how out of touch he is and what these people are telling him. And he doesn't know he doesn't have a clue of what's going on in this country. And he kept saying that he's the busiest man around. Check his schedule. Well, you can check his schedule. Dan Bongino, ex-Secret Service agent, you are able to go online and check his schedule, and his schedule has been empty. So when he says he's packed full of all these places he's got to go and do and everything, that's a lie. Again, the man is a habitual liar, and it doesn't know when to stop. So last night, the Operation Takedown and Destroy Joe Biden has officially begun, according to Fox News. I watched all of them, so don't even think about sitting there saying, well, that's Fox News for you. No, I listened to all of them. I listened to MSNBC, as you can see, and CNN and all those lame news medias, and people were saying he survived the press briefing. No, he didn't. It was a train wreck, a dumpster fire beyond all dumpster fires. And I'm hoping to God that they do not try to pull him out, because this will be and should be an easy win for the Republicans and conservatives, because this man is a dumpster fire. But he should not have right now those nuclear weapon codes in his pocket, because he's a danger to the nation right now. And it shows every single day with open borders and all the wars and all the terrorists and drug cartel and everything that's come across the border. He's putting us in danger. And now there's 115 days left before the November general election. And we have to do what we can to get Trump into office. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the Republicans aren't the total answer, but that Trump is the answer to get this country back on track to where it was before. Lower gas prices, food prices, lower taxes, more money in your paycheck, everything. Stop these wars from going. People are needlessly dying for no reason, and it has to stop. And he thinks keep supplying Ukraine a failing war. What he keeps saying about Ukraine is winning. They're not winning. They're losing this battle. And he keeps repeating that lie over and over. And I think the more he says it, the more he thinks it's actually true, which it's not. Russia is decimating them. And we keep funding a losing battle. And it's not our place to do that. We are not the world's police. The world is in chaos because of Joe Biden. And that's something we have to stop. Now, when he was talking about Ukraine, he couldn't finish a sentence. He would go off on a tangent and start talking about Ukraine, end up in China about buying them and owning stock and everything like that. It's like, what? You're investing in China and don't know what the hell that was about. But every time he says he's creating jobs, the man hasn't created a dime in what he did. He hasn't created one job. Creating a job is a manufacturing company or any company opening up and hiring brand new people. People going back to work after the COVID, not creating jobs. They're just going back to work. Oh yeah, and I got a video for you here real quick. He's talking about he's following advice from his commander-in-chief. Did you guys hear that one if you watched it? Oh, you're going to hear it now. Listen to this.
I'm following the advice of my commander-in-chief, the chief of staff of the military, as well as the Secretary of Defense and our intelligence people.
Okay, I thought he was supposed to be the installed commander-in-chief. This is our commander-in-chief of our military. Now, remember, you ever heard of lead by command or, lead by example? Don't. Do not follow the example of this demented fool. And it's sad, and it's not like it's a joke and laugh that this man has a mental condition. The joke is the rest of the people in his close-knit circle of people that, like Joe Biden, the president of this close-knit circle of people, telling him and keeping him in there. That is elder abuse. and she needs charged with such. This is out of control. The man needs to go to a rest home and relax for a while. But guess what? She's got people in that White House because she's so power hungry. You got people in the White House to take care of him. So, but if they're not in the White House anymore, she has to take care of him. And I don't think she wants to do that. She wants to keep the power and the money. That's what I think she wants to do. Oh, now, yeah, he said something when he was being confused and rambling on. He said, don't quote me on this, but he thinks that Trump said he didn't know anything about NATO. Well, Trump took us out of NATO because the rest of the countries were not paying their, according to Biden, fair share. And he took us out of NATO because of that reason. We're putting all of our money, and the Democrats just love it. They love spending our tax money. But they don't account for the problems that it causes, the inflation that it's causing. That is why the inflation is so high. Joe Biden has added more to the deficit than any president ever. This is the stuff we cannot afford. Our grandkids aren't even going to be able to afford to pay this. And they've been paying the interest rate only on everything that they're borrowing from other countries and banks and everything. And they're spending more than you take in. You can't do that. It's impossible. Why do you think the deficit going up and inflation is up? Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Unreal. I want to make sure I get some more stuff in about tonight's episode show tonight. So let's get through this here. What else we got? Oh yeah, he said he spent more time with Xi Jinping than any other president. Well, that not true. But if it was, that they are our enemy, but you can see how he's getting paid by China. So would that explain it to you? And there is proof of it. So if any of you guys are liberals out there and you don't believe it, check it out. We got bank records, pay stubs, everything to prove that he's been being paid by our enemies. He's selling us out to China and others, and you people got to wake up and see the truth. And if you guys did you hear him say, if you watched it, he kept saying, that's a generic point. And we looked up the definition last night and had nothing to do with what he was talking about. Not what he said, nothing. So it was a little confusing on that one too. He said he has accomplished more than any president ever in our history. Wow. Please, someone tell me what he's accomplished. He's accomplished selling us out. He's accomplished getting wars all over the world. He's accomplished selling us out to China. Accomplished nothing. I don't know what he's accomplished. Now, you saw him getting angry. That is a sign of dementia. And he needs checked, no matter what. And let's see, what else we got on here? Oh, yeah. At the beginning, after he was done with his little opening statement there, he said that he was going to take questions. Did you guys hear this? This was supposed to be a big boy press conference, according to his staff. They called it a big boy press conference. So it was supposed to be a random thing, no notes, no nothing, no teleprompters, anything, right? But what's he say when he's going to say questions? Take a look at this.
I'll take your questions. I've been given a list of people to call on here. Reuters, Jeff Mason.
Yeah, you see that? He's been giving people to call on. The questions were fixed again, and this was was not supposed to happen. And I bet you he wasn't supposed to read that card out there and tell them that he was given this. If you haven't seen the show before, and I don't know if I have it on tonight, and I might have it on tonight, but he's giving a drawing, a photograph, and it shows where his podium's at when he has to go out on stage, and they trace it, and to tell him how to get out to the podium. Is that someone that you want as your commander in chief of our country, making your decisions for you? I don't think so. And oh, I'll play that one. I don't think I played that yet. Him calling Trump his vice president. Take a listen to this.
This ends tonight's press conference. Thanks, everybody. This concludes.
Respectfully, earlier you misspoke in your opening answer. You referred to Vice President Harris as Vice President Trump. Right now, Donald Trump is using that to mock your age and your memory. How do you combat that criticism from tonight?
Listen to him.
This concludes tonight's press conference. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everyone.
One more extraordinary moment in this presidential campaign, and then
what was that supposed to mean? Listen to him? That does not make sense here. Let me get this together. But if you watched any of it, you noticed this was a disaster. And it cannot be, I mean, there's nothing I could say that was good about this. But if this was a make it or break it news conference, press conference, it broke it. And we're going to see what the Democrats do and the donors do with all this. Let me see something real quick here. Let me just drag this over here. And I'm going to cover up this real quick. But here's some of the things I'm going to be going over tonight. Where the heck did it go? Oh, you know what? I have it on the other screen here. Just the news. I've got so much going on up here. Which one is this? I got a ton of them on here. What do I have up here? Today's Friday, so I don't know why I have all these up here. The SAFE Act, that might have been from yesterday. And this one is stepping aside. Boy, I remember which one I had for tonight's show. That must have been this one. That must have been this one. Because they're talking about the SAFE Act and stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. They wanted to protect, the Republicans want to protect our elections by American citizens only voting. Well, the Democrats decided to vote against it. Also, let's see what else we're going to get into here. Yeah, they keep continuing with the lies, the Joe Biden campaign on his cognitive test. You'll want to tune in for that. I've got videos for all this stuff, you guys. So you're going to want to listen to all these and see all these videos. And Schumer is talking to donors about dumping Joe Biden. And this was before the press conference. Doggone it. Oh, and Pelosi would not answer questions about whether she was in support of him, but it's Biden's decision. And time is running out, she said. So we got more on that. And I'm not going into detail. You got to tune in tonight if you can, but you notice these are the things that are going on that has to be stopped. George Clooney, after giving him $1 million fundraiser, turned the tides now. He's no longer supporting him. But Biden, he's determined, because he's in denial, to continue the race. But he's rocking a tightrope with this, after that debate debacle. People are pulling out left and right. And after last night, it's going to be even worse. We even talk about Hunter Biden, acting chief of staff, going into meetings with him. Wow. A crackhead making decisions for our country. That's not a good thing. And then Comer and the weak-ass Republicans are holding more hearings. I'm talking to Biden's staff members about his brain issues. We have already knows what's going on with that, so we don't need to hold more hearings. It's all they've got done. They've never held anybody accountable for anything. So this is the stuff. I don't know what that was, but the stuff that's going on. We got AOC calling for impeachment against Justice Alito and Thomas for no reason. Exactly what they're doing. And this is what we say all the time. If they say we're doing something, you know they're doing it. And it's been happening. And it's not a conspiracy. It's exactly what's been happening. And then the last thing that, if I get to it, because I just put a lot of articles out there, and if I get to them, I get to them. If not, then okay, oh well. But this one is a software expert says thousands of duplicate ballots were counted in Georgia on 2020. Now, there's this stuff that we've known that just gets hidden, just like everything else that's going on around here, and stuff that needs brought out into the open for people to see. Because this, you heard MSNBC. I don't know what the hell press conference they were watching, but that was nothing like what I watched live. So I hope you guys got to watch all this, and I hope you tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the Conservative Viewpoint, where I have a hell of a crew in Wimkin, WIMKIN. If you never heard of it, go to it, check it out. It's like a Facebook and stuff where you get to talk to people. You know, you can message people and look at other stuff that people do and have in their on their pages. And check me out at Country Conservative. You can find me at Country Conservative on Wimkin, Rumble, and X, Twitter, all under Country Conservative. Check them out. Follow me. Share everything. Help me get my channel growing higher and get the word out, get the truth out to people, because here at the Conservative Viewpoint, that's what we believe in. We believe the truth always matters. And that's what you got to do. And I'm on YouTube. I use one of my YouTube pages. It's Country Conservative 1776. If you want to follow me there, if you don't have any of the other stuff, you can go on there and like, subscribe, and everything, and get notified when I do go live, because I do the Conservative Viewpoint through Rumble and Wimpkin and everybody, and I go live weeknights at 9, 5 days a week, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Sometimes we run a little bit over, but it's kind of getting late. But I want to go over, wrap up some of the stuff that was going on throughout the day. Sometimes we'll throw in like this. We'll throw that in. We threw in Trump's interview with Sean Hannity a few days back. So, you know, you never know what you're going to find. But I always try to have videos and proof for you guys of what actually is going on, to show that everything that I tell you is the truth. I have no benefit from this. I don't make money on this show or anything. I get up in the mornings because I'm awake most of the time setting up the show. And that's why I started this Waking Up America with the Conservative Viewpoint, because I'm sitting down here and most of you guys can't tune in at 9 o'clock at night. Either you're in bed to go to work the next day, or you're in a different time zone that doesn't allow you to do it. But I have people from England and everything, you know, from different time zones that do tune in. And, you know, sometimes even one guy stays up till 2, 3 a.m. to watch my show. We get the truth out to people. We get involved. Everybody gets engaged in chat. That's what we need to do. You need your voice heard? Get it on there. You want to come on my show and talk? I'll send you a link. Let me know. You can email me at conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. I'll send you a link. You can come on this show and talk with me and chat. Let your voices out. Let your voice be heard, and tell people if you're pissed off at us, Republicans, you know, don't like Trump. That's fine. But you will have to answer some questions about why you don't like Trump. You know, if you're personal about Trump, okay, that's fine. But if it's political and the way he handled this country, you're wrong. I will prove it to you if you dare enough to come on the show and have the guts to answer questions about why. So, but I hope you guys will tune in tonight if you can, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share my videos with your friends and family, even liberal friends. Get the truth out to people. And help me get the truth out and spread the word more. The more you share my video, the more people it gets out to. Your friends would share it, and then we get out there and we get a little bit bigger because I'm really small, and I would like to get more out to get the truth out to more people before November. It's coming up, 3.5 months away. We got to do something. We have to get this country back. We cannot lose this country. That is what we're going to happen. Sorry, what's going to happen if we don't win this election. We have to get the Democrats out of power at the state, local levels, and federal levels, no matter what. We have to get this country back on track. Then we'll decide how to go from there after the next 4 years. Trump only has 4 more years to go. Let's get him in there. Let's get the country back, and then we'll save it after that. We'll see what happens. But he's supposed to announce his VP pick next week during the Republican National Convention. I will be going live on some of the days when I find out their schedule. So please join me when you see me on any of these channels. I stream on Rumble, Wimpkin, X, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I stream on all of them. If you see me, jump on, say hi, let me know you're in chat. You don't even have to chat, just say hi. And or kiss my ass, whatever you want. I don't care. But please join me. Let's get the truth out to people. So I hope you guys have a great day today, and hopefully I'll see you at 9 o'clock tonight. Until then, have a good day, people. See ya.